Hi, welcome back to my art studio, my channel. My name is Jolene, and we're going to read. Thanks for coming back. And so the date is July 8th. So we're going to read July 8th's reading, the 12-step prayer book. And let's get started with the Serenity Prayer. So welcome back to all those who are joining and subscribing. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because it doesn't cost anything. It's just something. It helps the channel and it helps me too. And Lilac, say hi. Right, so she let me brush her yesterday quite a bit. She's getting a little annoyed, but that's her style. She just moved the whole entire computer. And say hi. There she is. Okay. Do you have a cat that does that kind of like she rubs her head on the computer and moves it? Hi, honey. Oh, do you want me to brush you? I have it ready. I have the brush ready. Yeah. All right, so first we're going to do the stuff. So God grant us serenity to accept things we can't change, to have courage to change things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not mine, be done. All right. Missed her. I was away for a while, for 15 days, to go visit my grandson and my son. Hi. This is my 11-year-old cat. So we got some tea today. Got the kind that I bought when I was in Florida. Lavender chamomile bigelow. It's really, really good. I'm gonna have to plug in my computer. Shoot, I'm gonna have to move. What's the power? Let me see here. It's already giving me warning. 10%. Yeah, we're gonna have to put this on hold. All right, one moment. Stop recording. Okay, we had to move because I didn't have enough charge on my computer. There's Lilac. This is the setup here. So, all right, we're going to adjust where we are and we're going to read. We said the prayer already. We said the serenity prayer. Okay, we're going to get our stuff. Okay, and then mommy, yes, and I will brush you because you need brushed. But oh look, got one of those here. Went to see Joan Jett. I don't care about my reputation. Not me. Not me. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. This is taking forever. All right. I know. I'm feeling guilty. Yes. We'll brush you in a minute, okay? All right. I'll sit back here. You can see my painting. Oh, it's reaching for me. Okay, honey. All right. So I'll sit like this and we can read this way. Discovering choices. We're gonna you can watch. Sorry. All right. So we're gonna should probably start eating paper. Chapter 10. Didn't I leave? There I did. Choosing happiness. So this is quite a long one. It's on page 174 and 175. So it's the whole entire thing. So, she'll hang out there and we'll read. Okay, here we go. My husband and I were surprised by the news that he had laryngeal cancer, even though he hadn't smoked for many years. We asked how it could be, and the doctor said, the years of smoking and drinking can cause this kind of cancer. I started to panic. My internal voices started a stream of despairing thoughts that I found almost impossible to stop. How can I do it? How can I manage another thing? Where will I get the strength to carry one more responsibility. For 6 years, I had been my husband's caregiver while he experienced debilitating health conditions. I thought I had finally accepted the limitations that chronic illness had imposed upon our lives, but here was another challenge. I was not concerned with the outcome of the treatment. The doctor were confident that the regimen of radiation would remove that cancer with minimal side effects. I was concerned about how I could manage to cram one more very demanding responsibility into the day. And how could I possibly drive my husband to the hospital every day for 6 weeks? I was already physically and emotionally stretched to my limits. Please don't eat that book. I decided to reach out for help. I started calling every agency uh, in the county that offers transportation to the elderly and handicapped. Every place I called told me that for one reason or another, they would be unable to offer assistance. So with every call I made, my inner voice got louder. Even when two daughters offered to take a week off from work to help, I continued descent into despair. I reached out to my sponsor and to my program friends. Others who had experienced similar problems shared how they had survived living the role of a caregiver. They said that most important thing for me to do was to take care of myself. And if I am not physically, emotionally, and spiritually in balance, I am more susceptible to negative effects of stress, like what's happening, obviously. So, what better place to turn than to my higher power? So, I take a few minutes with God of my understanding before I begin my day. I say a brief prayer. I turn the day and my will over to God. This helps me realize that I'm not alone and gives me strength only by staying centered. Say, all right, and positive. I'm petting you, my love. Um, and by using the tools that have helped me in the past, can I live today and remember that I can do for one day that I couldn't imagine doing for the rest of my life? And when my mind does stray, I need a ready tool to bring me back so that I can center myself. The easiest tool for me to use is to pause for a moment and become aware of my breathing. I breathe in and breathe out in a slow, steady, continuous breath. As I breathe, I say to myself, as I breathe in the peace and serenity. As I breathe out, I release all tension and fear. I repeat this exercise several times until I become calm. I get 8 hours of sleep, eat well balanced meals, and get some exercise every day. I make sure that I get to see the sun rise over the ocean at least once a month. I arrange for respite care so I can have a weekend retreat at least once every 3 or 4 months. This is a time to relax, pray, journal, or just walk around without having the responsibility for the care of another, like I did. It was really nice to do. I take time for relaxation and recreation, including time away from my husband. Nothing can wear me out faster than being on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This sounds basic to life, but in facing chronic illness, it's easy for me as a caregiver to neglect the basics of caring for myself. Al Anon has shown me how to care about another person without taking complete control of that person's life. It has helped me to keep the focus on myself. You can apply that to anything, can't you? Like, I'm just kind of, I've been thinking about that. I'm marking the next story. It's quite a bit shorter. So come and see me tomorrow, okay? With that. But my little share with that, I'm going to look for the prayer. Sorry, we got so distracted. But, when you have someone, maybe you have older children I do. I have older children that I care for, and a lot of needs, a lot of needs. Neither one drives yet. They both have, they're on the spectrum of autism. So they're highly sensitive and get stressed out, all from, I'm sure, childhood traumas, along with whatever life is bringing them at this time. So, but I was thinking about it today. I'm like, it's none of my business. Like, I can't control what they do. I can't do everything, and I have to allow them to make mistakes. Like, and I used to think, oh, I am allowing, I'm just waiting for them. But I'm like, they're not doing it in the timeline that I want them to do it so that I can just have a relief. So why am I waiting for the relief for them to figure out what they're doing? But I just have to trust my higher power that in time and with inspiration that I can still allow them to do, like, have a timeline for myself and just be okay with that, and just encourage and let set boundaries. I can set boundaries, but I don't have to be an asshole. So, okay. But it was really great to step away and spend time and take care of myself. I always think, well, I'm taking care of myself, or taking care of myself is selfish, and like I need to be ready if they need me. No, I don't always have to be. Like, I have a schedule, but then like taking that time for myself was really important. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a soundboard. And also, if you're watching, thank you for providing that space. Okay. So July 8th, we're reading the page 17, number 21 for Guide for Daily Reading in this 12-step prayer book. That is bitten by my cat. That's why I was like, I have a really cool poem book back there. It's like, please don't bite that. Like, even though it's adorable that her bite marks are there, but it's like, I'm always thinking resell. Oh, because that's what my side gig is reselling things. Page 17. Yes, that's what I do. I'm an artist, I paint, but I also have many things on consignment that I have, and I sell, I buy and sell. Buy and sell. I like it, it's fun. All right, what's the number? Sorry, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. 21. Very short, little tiny. It's called Every Morning. You ready? Every morning I will rest my arms a while upon the windowsill of heaven, gaze upon my higher power, and with that vision in my heart, turn strong to meet my day. Every morning I will rest my arms a while upon the windowsill of heaven, gaze upon my higher power, and with that vision in my heart, turn strong to meet the day. We did it all. That's it. I'm gonna use the brush and brush my cat if she'll have me do it. Then I'm gonna have some rest. I'm exhausted. You can still see it's slightly light outside. The windows are steamed because it was raining outside. And I did call the air conditioning guy that put in my new air conditioner, because my 1967 air conditioner from GE broke a couple weeks ago. Darn it. Surprise, he couldn't find the parts. So we had to get a new one. It was $4,900. I remember, like, what is it? Like, maybe 15 years ago, it would have been $2,500, right? So when he said 49, I was like, that's a lot of money. Yes, I was like, I texted him, I'm like, do you have dehumidifiers? Because it's kind of steamy. Like, and he's like, oh no, it's part of that. Like it's with the air conditioning. But I was like, okay, well, good thing I have that because it could be worse, right? So that's my thing. It could be worse. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out if you're even still here. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow.